There's always been something about the number 10 for me. There just always have been. From Mo Cheeks back in the day to destroying that Trubisky jersey as I won the bet. But now, a number 10 returns. A number 10 returns! Number 10 returns! So let's get rid of this and put this baby back into active duty! What a move by Howard Roseman! Whoa! Dallas still stinks. Yo, everybody, how you doing? King Ding back here, and I'm pumped up. The Eagles re-sign Desean Jackson. They bring him back. And I gotta tell you, I know not everybody is happy with this. A lot of people think he's too old and that kind of thing. And I get all those things. But for me, I gotta be honest. From an emotional attachment, I miss Desean. I didn't like how things ended. I didn't like how he left. I didn't like it. It always left a bad taste in my mouth. And to get Desean Jackson back on an emotional level is it's big for me. It is. I know that's part of my excitement because I always liked Desean Jackson. I was always attached to Desean Jackson. Now, he wasn't the perfect player. He could have done things better. He has his flaws. But I love seeing this reunion. I love seeing him come back. I love seeing that the last chapter of him as an Eagle wasn't what we saw, how it ended. And I'm pumped up about this. Just from the emotional standpoint of this move. I love it. I love it. Now, let's get into what Desean Jackson brings to the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, he's older. I think he's, 32, 33 years old. He's not as fast as he once was. But Desean Jackson, a step or two slower, is still faster than 80% of the receivers out there. Now you add a legitimate outside wide receiver. And I have been bitching about this for 3 years. You add a legitimate speed receiver, the opposite side of my man, Alshon Jeffrey. Okay, Jackson isn't coming in and having to be the number one wide receiver. He isn't coming in having to do that. The pressure's not on him. It's not him and this other small guy on the other side when we had Macklin, right? It's not like that anymore. You got a big dominant wide receiver in Alshon Jeffrey, and you got a speedster in Desean Jackson. I'm gonna dance tonight. Oh, wait, rerun. I'm so excited. This move got me pumped up. This move got me pumped. Now, I am going to say this. This is not a long-term solution to the outside wide receiver problem. I would really like to see the Eagles still invest a early pick in a speed wide receiver, whether it's like a Hollywood Brown or somebody. Let him come in. Let him learn behind Desean Jackson. Okay? And in a couple years when Desean's ready to go, I think we'll be good to go. But Desean Jackson, Alshon Jeffrey, Zach Ertz, you got Goddard, a lot of 2 tight end sets you can run now with a legitimate speed threat. And I'm excited about this. I am so excited about this. Now, a lot of people are talking about John Brown. If you said to me, for next year, for the next 2 years, would you rather have John Brown or Desean Jackson? I say, give me Desean Jackson. Give me Desean Jackson. I think Desean Jackson had over 18 yards per catch last year average. I mean, that's a hell of an average. That's bigger than John Brown. Okay, now he only had 41 catches, over 700 yards. So his production is coming down. He is not what he was a few years ago, but he's still good enough to be the second receiver to Alshon Jeffrey. And oh, by the way, you only have the best tight end in football. Come on, let's dance. I'm so excited about this one. God, I love this move. Give me a minute. Give me a couple seconds. It's Deshaun Jackson. I love this move. And I know some people don't like it. Some people don't like Deshaun Jackson. I get it. This is a very hard one for me to separate emotionally from, what's best for the team. I believe in my heart that this is the right move for the Eagles in the short term. Deshaun Jackson's exact numbers were 41 catches, 774 yards, 4 touchdowns, and he started in 10 games. I think he played in 12. Now, he averaged 18.9 yards per catch. 18.9 yards per catch. Do you realize putting somebody with that kind of numbers opposite of Alshon Jeffrey makes a huge difference for the Eagles? We saw in 2017 just what the threat of Torrey Smith, even though Torrey Smith wasn't that good, what he had left in terms of speed, how he still scared defenses. Now you're adding Deshaun Jackson to that. Let me tell you something. It's going to open up everything for everybody else. I love this move. And like I said, it's a short-term move. Yes, I believe it. And I'm going to take a different approach when looking and thinking about Deshaun Jackson. A lot of people think about times maybe he didn't give full effort, or he didn't block enough, or he checked out, or he was only worried about himself. All those things. I'm going to look at Deshaun a little different. I'm going to say, I think Deshaun Jackson, okay, it's just my opinion, my speculation. I think he wants to come back to a team that can win. I think he knows that he has only so many years left, and he wants to come back and play for a team that can win a championship. And he knows Philly, and he knows Philly has got the pieces to do it. And he's the perfect piece that we need. We didn't get a Deshaun. We didn't have a speed wide receiver. When we lost Mike Wallace last year, we didn't have a guy, okay? And I think Deshaun Jackson is coming, and he wants to win a championship bad in the next few years. And he is going to come in, and he's going to do everything in his power to be the best player, the best teammate, the best guy he can be for this team. That's how I choose to look. I think Deshaun wants to win. I think he wants to end his career with a title. He wants to win a ring, and he knows Philly is the place that could do it. We just did it the year before, so why can't we do it again? This is a great move, and boy, it's going to help Carson Wentz a lot. It's going to help, man. Carson goes back to pass. Bam! 70 yards. There's Deshaun Jackson. I love it, man. I love this move. Now, what's going to be interesting is what's going to happen with Nelson Agholor, because I'm not so sure they're going to keep Agholor or him unless Agholor is willing to restructure or redo his contract. Now, at the time I'm filming this video, nothing has happened with Nelson Agholor yet. So we have to wait and see. But it wouldn't surprise me if they either trade him, move on for him, or he restructures and comes down, because he's making $9 million, and I can't imagine that they're going to let him play with that money, that cap number, next year. I just can't see it. Now, we also have Matt Collins coming back. I like Matt Collins. I really do. He was hurt last year, which sucked. But, I like him. And I tell you what, I think he could play in the slot. I have said his rookie year, I thought he would be a good slot receiver. I wouldn't mind giving him a shot in the slot. If you have to move on from Agholor, you could always bring back Jordan Matthews cheap, put him in the slot. You got speed now. You have speed. And if you can keep Agholor, even better, because he is fast, he is athletic, and you had him and Deshaun, they both make your offense very fast. This is a home run, in my opinion. This is a great move by the Eagles. A+++. I have been mouthing off about, a speed wide receiver. And I still think we need to get a young guy in the draft. And I'm basing everything on the fact that they're going to still go young and get a young guy in the draft. I really hope so. But I love this move. I'm very happy with this move, and I hope you guys are too. It's going to be an exciting season. Desean, Sean Jeffrey, Ertz, Goddard, these guys. And then what we do in the running back situation is going to make a big difference too. If we can get a legitimate good running back, good running game, then it opens up that play action. That's when Desean could shine. But yes, we got Desean Jackson. And I'm pumped up. Let me know what you guys think. We are going to have to do a live stream very soon. Talk some Eagles football. With that said, take care. Talk to you later. And don't be a dingbat.